Hi everybody, welcome back to North Bay Live Music. I'm Evan Palmer and get the honor of talking to Bill DeCarli from Hopmonk Tavern. Hi Bill, how you doing?
Doing well.
We're coming to you live from Hopmonk, Nevada. And I'm hoping that you could just kind of start by giving us an overview of your 4 locations, because many people have been to 1 or 2, but maybe not all 4. And I'm curious how they compare, because life is going to get back to normal at some point, and we want to make our plans to visit each one of the 4 locations. So, Bill, what can you tell us?
Well, we're in Nevada, so let's start here.
Yeah.
In Nevada, we have a restaurant. We're sitting in an empty beer garden right now.
Which is a beautiful space.
It's even more beautiful when there are actually more than 3 people.
And that nice stage, can accommodate.
Yeah, we have a stage out here, and we have live music typically on weekends. Just solo musicians, duos, and maybe when we're operating normally, we might even get a trio up there. But for now, we don't have anything going. But we're looking forward to getting ramped up again, at least having the solo musicians back. So we have that out here, and then during the summer months, we work with Casey Turner, who's actually the talent buyer for this room.
Okay.
And he also is, he runs Casey Turner Presents, and he's built an incredible network with nationally known, especially folk artists and American artists, and we do upwards of 15 events out here with him over the course of the summer, which would have anybody from Steve Boltz to Alejandro Escovedo to John Doe, Vex, and all these great talented people. So that's what we got going out here. Then in the session room, which is about 250 capacity, we'll say, we handle all of our ticketed shows there. There's an open mic on Wednesday nights typically. And I'm sorry, I'm going to use the word typically because we are not in typical times. We have shows in there ranging anywhere from Andre Nicotina, doing some hip hop, to Petty Theft, one of the Bay Area's greatest Tom Petty tribute bands. And then we have other bands as well. And again, KC puts on shows, and they're great singer-songwriters, a lot of energy in that room. It's a very nice room. Of the 4 rooms that we have, this one is what I would describe as the tightest. There's acoustic ceiling tiles, and the floors are all wood now. And so that room is just really tight, nice and punchy, But then we go from there, we go up to Sebastopol, which is the original Hopmonk, opened in 2008. We have that restaurant. There's also a restaurant there, big, beautiful beer garden, easily twice the size of this one we're sitting in. And we have the Abbey, which is another 250-ish cap room. And we've had all kinds of shows there. I mean, I think that we've done in the neighborhood of 10,000 shows in that room.
Wow.
We're doing 300 a year. I say 10,000. I maybe exaggerating a bit. I'm an old fisherman, but we've had some incredible bands there. We've had anywhere from Jefferson Starship to Little Feat to Leon Russell, and then Hot Buttered Rum and Poor Man's Whiskey. Jerry Douglas, if you're familiar with him, 14-time Grammy winner, world's greatest dobro player. I made the mistake one time of putting out on the Book of Faces that he is among the best players in the world when I was my best.
Did you get flamed?
Yeah, I did because everybody knows he's the best. I just don't want to be the guy who they said it. You know what I meant? And then, you know, that's a very special room. That room is totally different than this one in that, where this one has a cement floor, skinned out with wood. That floor, the big portion of it is hollow. So there's a foot and a half space between the floor that you're standing on and the foundations. And so
what's the significance of that?
Well, what happens is that when we have something that's particularly wompy, you know, electronic dance music, a lot of bass, heavy stuff, that floor actually kind of works as a drum head.
No kidding.
Right, so you're standing listening,
you can feel it
like that, and the hair on your knees and other places are just dancing all over. And so that is not as tight as this room. It's just different than this room. Both rooms have, you know, pretty much state-of-the-art sound gear in them. DeCarli mains, and we have. Oh, darn. Well, you can edit this, right?
Yeah.
And we have the Midas consoles. So, you know, we've got a full array of microphones. We can handle just about anything.
Built for sound.
It is. So then you move to Sonoma, which has a much smaller room. It's like, if we do a seated show there, it's for about 60 people. And that happens once, twice a year, not very often at all. But we do have music there in that room in normal times. And we also have a beer garden there that's about the size of this one, maybe just a tiny bit larger. And we have music out there as well. And I forgot to mention that it's a basketball too. We have 2 stages out in that beer garden.
Oh, wow.
And we have solo musicians, duos out there. And that's what we've been doing up until this latest closure. And then in the summer months, we also do shows there, you know, with bands. So, but then I'm sorry, get back to Sonoma. So it doesn't have the pop that this one does in the sense of the big bands and the, you know, big dance scene kind of club thing. And then we have Twin Oaks Roadhouse, which is kind of it's a little gem, you know. I think it's been there for like 5 years. And it has a little stage inside, which we call the Grand Ballroom. And then you go outside, and there's also another stage out there where we have music going on. So you know, each place is individually, you know, they're all different, you know, and
it's kind of nice.
It is kind of nice, you know. Where this one is newer, this building is newer. The building in Sebastopol is 117 years old.
Gee.
So the one in Sonoma, that restaurant was built I think in 1888. So it's an old farmhouse, you know. So yeah, that's the Twin Oaks. That building is 100 years old or so they're all unique and have something different to offer.
And thank you everybody for tuning in. We'll see you next time.